If you're thinking about moving to the Oklahoma City metro area and you don't have Mustang on your list, then you might be missing out, okay? In this video, I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna let you know, is Mustang right for you? Look, if you've been following my channel, then you know we have been taking a deep dive into a lot of these Oklahoma City suburbs, okay? We started in Edmond, Deer Creek, then we moved on to Piedmont. Last time it was Yukon, and today, like I said, we are in Mustang. And I have to admit, I really do like Mustang. In fact, a couple of months ago, I did a video on the top suburbs that people ask me about. Not only did I break down each one of those suburbs, I also said which TV family I thought would live in those suburbs. And when I got to Mustang, I picked the Arnolds from the Wonder Years. I gotta admit, I love that show. I love the characters. I loved almost everything about the Wonder Years when I was a kid. And even though I love the show, I don't really remember much about the town. However, you just automatically knew it was a safe place to live. The people there probably cared about their kids' education. It was economical. And even though it was slightly conservative, it was still also slightly progressive at the same time. And in my opinion, that's Mustang. Look, Mustang is pretty much just a simple place to live. Again, it's not like Edmond where it's always fighting to be the #1 suburb. You know, it's not like Yukon that was a part of American expansion. You know, it doesn't have the Chisholm Trail, it doesn't have Route 66, it doesn't have the railroads that came in. It's not the perfect little small town in the heart of Oklahoma City like Piedmont is. Mustang is pretty much just a community that says we have great schools, which are A-rated according to niche.com. It's a safe place to live, and that's it. Mustang is pretty much anywhere USA. If you picked up Mustang and moved it to California, it would fit. If you picked up Mustang and you moved it to Texas, New York, North Carolina, Florida, it doesn't matter. If you picked up Mustang and moved it anywhere in the United States, people would naturally come into town and say, yeah, this seems like a great place to live. Seems like a good place to raise a family. And that's all Mustang is trying to be. And because of that, this is why I've sold multiple homes in Mustang this year alone, okay? People just want a great place to raise their kids. People just want a great place to start their lives together. And Mustang offers that. And Mustang's not some kind of podunk small town either, okay? There's almost 70,000 people that live in the school district. In fact, from where I'm standing right now, there are 2 Starbucks within 2 miles of here. So where exactly is Mustang? Mustang is about 17 miles southwest of downtown Oklahoma City, so it's gonna be pretty centrally located. And one of the main reasons why Mustang has really taken off over the past couple of years is going to be because of the Kilpatrick Turnpike, which pretty much comes all the way in from Edmond, passes Deer Creek, passes Piedmont, passes Yukon, and then dips down into Mustang. And a lot of people here in the Oklahoma City metro area for the longest time kind of had this motto. And the motto pretty much was the Northwest side is the best side. And in fact, there are a lot of people who live around here that still do. And because the turnpike ended right at I-40, again, Yukon, Piedmont, Edmond, they're all technically connected to Northwest Oklahoma City. As for Mustang, it's technically Southwest Oklahoma City, okay? However, since the turnpike has opened up, even though Mustang's not really part of that Northwest crowd, it's still West Metro. So now instead of the Northwest side being the best side, a lot of people now feel the West side is the best side because we can now include Mustang in that mix. Now, a lot of this area right along the new section of the turnpike is technically Southwest Oklahoma City. However, all the kids in this area, they're going to be going to Mustang schools. Remember when I told you that Mustang schools has almost 70,000 people in the district? It does. However, Mustang proper only has about 23,000 of them, okay? So almost 50,000 people that are in Mustang Public Schools technically live in Southwest Oklahoma City. And why is that? Look, 100 years ago, a lot of Southwest Oklahoma City was farmland, and it was too far southwest for Oklahoma City Public Schools. So kids in this area were allowed to go to Mustang schools. It was just easier for them. It was also easier for the people who live in this area to get their mail delivered to them, so they were given a Mustang address. However, all that farmland is now becoming housing, and those people still technically live in Southwest Oklahoma City, even though they have a Mustang address. So in this video, when I'm talking about Mustang, I'm really talking about Mustang schools, okay? Because again, people who live in Oklahoma City, this is what they're going to refer to as Mustang. And this area is pretty much broken up into multiple sections, okay? There's Northern Mustang, which is gonna be pretty much Mustang Road and I-40, okay? Now, when it comes to I-40, it connects California all the way to North Carolina. So it is a very popular spot for motorists who are going across country. And because of that, that intersection is gonna have a lot of national restaurants that a lot of the local people are also going to take advantage of. It also has some local spots as well, such as Buttersweet Cupcakes, which I stopped in there and got a fantastic cupcake. Super good. So if you're in the sweets and you're moving the Mustang, give Buttersweet a try. Fantastic. But again, it's gonna have your usual suspects, your IHOPs, your Waffle House, your McDonald's. You're gonna have a lot of that stuff out that way. And if you go just east of that intersection of I-40 and Mustang Road, you're gonna run into the outlet mall. You know, we're talking about Adidas, we're talking about Nike, we're talking about Polo. All your name brand clothing stores, they're all gonna have shops in the outlet mall. Super popular, okay? So if you're living in Mustang, you're going to be close to one of the most popular shopping areas in the Oklahoma City Metro. And if you go just another mile east, you're gonna run into, you know, your Dick's Sporting Goods, your Best Buy, your Five Below. You're gonna run into another set of restaurants that's all gonna be in that area, okay? So again, if you're in Mustang, you're gonna have access to a lot of restaurants, you're gonna have access to a lot of shopping as well. And if you go just west of Mustang Road and I-40, you're gonna run into the Yukon area, okay? Yukon and Mustang are super close to one another, okay? And if you go, again, just 2 miles west of that area along I-40, you're gonna run into another shopping center, more restaurants. You know, you're gonna have your neighborhood jam, which I love that place, breakfast places, I love them. But you have neighborhood jam, you have your academies, you have your Burlingtons, you have your Ulta. All that is gonna be in a shopping area just 2 to 3 miles of Mustang Road and I-40, okay? There's a movie theater over there. The closest Target's gonna be over there. Okay, technically the movie theater and Target are in Yukon, but again, Yukon and Mustang are super close. In fact, when it comes to Mustang and Yukon, they're so close that their school districts sometimes overlap. There are plenty of people who live in Mustang that actually send their kids to Yukon schools. And there are people who have a Yukon address and their kids go to Mustang schools. That's how intertwined Mustang and Yukon are, okay? And if you're living in Mustang, you're gonna have access to all that. There's gonna be plenty of restaurants for you, and there's gonna be plenty of shopping. Another good restaurant is the Boomerang Cafe. There's a couple of locations in the metro, but again, I like breakfast places. It's a great place to have breakfast. It's old school diner, 1950s theme. They even have a life-size statue of Elvis. Again, great place to eat. Plenty of restaurants, plenty of shopping if you're gonna be living in the Mustang area. And if you wanna buy a house or live in Mustang proper, you're still gonna have access to a lot of things as well, okay? If you go along Highway 152 and Mustang Road, which is gonna be around 5 miles south of I-40, you're gonna have your Starbucks, you're gonna have your McDonald's, you're gonna have your IHOP, you're gonna have your Chili's, you're gonna have your Walmart, you're gonna have your Lowe's. There's gonna be plenty of places to go eat and plenty of places to go shop, even if you live in Mustang proper. okay? So it doesn't make a difference if you're living on the outskirts of Mustang, which is Southwest Oklahoma City, or if you're living in Mustang proper. You're gonna have plenty of places to shop and to eat if you're here. So what about homes in Mustang? When it comes down to it, there's gonna be a lot of new construction here in the Mustang area. So what are you really getting for your money here in Mustang? The homes I've sold this year alone, both homes are about 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. One was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and an office. And they were both around 1,900 square feet, and they were around $350,000 to $330,000. In both cases, both of my clients were also given incentives. One was given a $599 interest rate, and another one was given, I believe, $7,000 towards their closing cost. So again, there are incentives and there are rate buy downs that are going on here in Mustang. In fact, there are some builders offering $499 interest rate, okay? But $599 interest rate for new construction around here is not uncommon. And not only are builders buying down rates, but you can also buy a brand new house in the Mustang area for just over $200,000. Okay, the house is not gonna have a lot of bells and whistles, but again, if you're someone that's gonna be transferring into Oklahoma and you've been wanting to buy a house, but you couldn't do it in California or you couldn't do it in New York, you can buy a house in Mustang, great schools, for $200,000. Sounds insane, but in this community, you can do it. And there are also some great existing neighborhoods in Mustang, especially if you're someone that's been looking for land. You know, you can buy a nice size house and get a 1 acre, 2 acre lot. And a lot of people, when they're moving to Oklahoma, that's exactly what they want. You know, they want to live in a normal neighborhood, but they want to be able to go in their backyard and garden. They want to be able to go in their backyard and have a pool. They want to go in their backyard and enjoy the outdoors, okay? And you can buy homes like that. Again, regular neighborhood, when you walk outside the front door, but your neighbors to your left, neighbor to your right, they're not on top of you because you got a little land, okay? And your backyard's gonna be massive. And you can get those kind of neighborhoods in Oklahoma. And if you want to see homes in Mustang, that's easy. Again, I've done multiple model home tours in the Mustang area. I mean, ranging from 240,000 all the way up to, you know, nearly $500,000, all right? And even if it's a house that says it's in Edmond or Yukon or anything of that nature, okay, if you don't find one of the ones here in Mustang, if it's from a builder like Home Creations or Tabor or Ideal, more than likely they're gonna be building that house here in Mustang, okay? So again, I've done model home tours in Mustang, but look at all the model home tours, okay? And most builders that I deal with on the model homes, they're gonna have that floor plan also here in Mustang. Also, it doesn't make a difference if you're making a corporate relocation or if you are someone that's just wanting to move to Oklahoma just because you wanna change. Whatever the case is, make sure you give me a call or shoot me a text, all right? Or you can email me and I'm gonna point you in the right direction. And don't think I'm too busy, all right? Because everybody always says, I don't wanna call you because you seem like you're too busy. Just call, okay? I will take the time to talk to you. In fact, most people are surprised that when I pick up the phone, I usually talk to people for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? And I can answer a lot of your questions. Don't be scared to call me, okay? I'm not gonna just hang up the phone. This is not just an act. This is really who I am. Just pick up the phone, call me, and I'm gonna talk to you about moving to OKC. Now let's talk about education. According to niche.com, Mustang Schools is rated an A, okay? And that's the reason why a lot of people are trying to move into this area. They're trying to get their kids in a fantastic school district, okay? And Mustang provides that. And Mustang has put a lot of money in education. I mean, look at the high school, okay? The high school looks like a freaking college. I mean, it's pretty impressive, especially in person. Our athletic facility, also pretty top notch, okay? Mustang, again, has spent a lot of money investing in their kids' education. And even though niche.com has rated as an A, I have Mustangs rated as an A++++++. Because while shooting this video, I tried to stretch the battery of my drone. And because the battery was dying, it decided to land on its own and it actually landed on the roof of Mustang High School, which for me was a very intense situation, okay? Because the drone is not cheap. With that being said, the guys from Mustang High School were super nice. And luckily for me, they had a bucket truck and they didn't ask for anything. They're extremely helpful, extremely nice about it. They went up there and got my drone. So shout out to the guys at Mustang High School. And here's the thing. They didn't, again, and they weren't like kind of helpful. They were like extremely helpful. And that's kind of the attitude in Mustang. You know what I mean? A lot of the people around here are just extremely helpful. And when it comes to outdoor space, Mustang has tons of it, including a massive park right when you get into town, which is where I'm at right now, okay? I mean, this place pretty much has it all. There's a playground for younger kids, splash pads, there's a playground for older kids, there are baseball fields, softball fields. There's also a really, really top-notch aquatic center in this park. There's also disc golf. I'm telling you, this park pretty much has it all. Mustang also has a lot of other smaller parks. There's also a rec center that claims to have fitness equipment and also basketball courts. So again, if you're someone that likes to get out, you know, play a little disc golf, you can do that here. If you're someone that wants to take their kids to a playground for little or big, they got space here for that. There's also a small 9-hole golf course nearby, and there's also an executive par 3 in Mustang. But if you really want to play some golf around here, you're probably going to have to go to Surrey Hills in Yukon, or check out one of the courses in Oklahoma City. There's also Crimson Creek in El Reno. I like that course. Highly underrated, and it's a good price. And Mustang also has a farmer's market that's here every Saturday morning and Wednesday afternoon.
Slow over Applewood.
Okay.
It is canned, so it's shelf stable.
Okay.
If you'll take that from me, I have mild, medium, and hot. Which one would you like to start with?
I want to go with the hot.
Hot, okay, perfect. There you go.
All right. Pretty good.
I'm glad you like it.
Along with the salsa, local residents can also enjoy local honey, they can enjoy local breads and other produce. And here's the thing, a lot of that money from this farmer's market actually goes to the Wild Horse Community Garden that's right next door to the farmer's market, and it's in the main park here in Mustang. All right. And a lot of the food from the community garden actually goes to a local food bank here in Mustang. The other third is given to the local fire department to feed them. And then the last part is given to the volunteers who man the gardens each and every day. I mean, again, moving in a place like Mustang, again, this is kind of little small community things that you're gonna get in a location like this. If you want nightlife, again, not a lot of that here in Mustang. There's a bowling alley, but true nightlife, you're going to be going into downtown Oklahoma City, and downtown once again is probably 20-25 minutes from here. So you can easily access that. And because of the turnpike, if you want to go up to more of that Chisholm Creek, Edmond area, you can easily get there in, again, 20-25 minutes. And look, if you're coming from a major metropolitan area, 20 to 25 minutes to get to a hangout spot is nothing, okay? Again, I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and from where I lived in Solano County, to get to a place in San Francisco, it was gonna take me 45 minutes to an hour at least, okay? Here in Oklahoma, in the Mustang area, you're talking about, 20-25 minutes to get to popular hangout spots. Bricktown and downtown. You wanna go to a Thunder game, you wanna go to a concert. Again, you're probably 25 minutes away from that. And it's virtually gonna be no traffic, okay? Especially at night. So I'm telling you, there are some perks living here. You might technically drive a little further, but you're gonna get there quicker. Now, as for the people here in Mustang, my experience here while shooting this video has been nothing but nice, friendly people. I mean, again, as I started this video, I said it. I really, really, really like Mustang. Now, according to the demographics here in Mustang, the population is 77% white, and there is not another group above 5%. However, that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story here in Mustang. And remember, almost 45,000 people that live in the school district don't really live in Mustang proper. They actually live in Oklahoma City. So there's gonna be plenty of people that look like you and don't look like you in Mustang. And even though Mustang proper might not be the most diverse place in America, at the end of the day, I really care about how I'm treated. And from the people here at the farmer's market to the people at Mustang Public Schools helping me retrieve my drone, I mean, I couldn't ask for more neighborly type people, no matter where you live and no matter what they look like. Now, as far as politics are concerned, people here in Mustang are gonna lean a little bit more right. So if you're someone that's moving from California or New York and that's what you're looking for a place that's a little bit more conservative than where you are at right now, then Mustang is gonna be a great choice. Okay? If you're someone that's gonna lean left, look, Mustang gonna be a little conservative, yes, but it's not one of those places that I would say are going to be over the top. You know what I mean? You're gonna be just fine and extremely comfortable living in Mustang. Even if you don't agree with your neighbor, you guys are probably gonna agree on a majority of things, like safety and great schools. And remember, the Oklahoma City Metro is pretty purple. So it's not like you're not gonna find people here that are going to share your maybe more liberal views. Again, but you are moving to Oklahoma, you know, and Oklahoma is a red state. Look, at the end of the day, Mustang is a great place to live, and the people that live here pretty much focus on the most important things. And the things that I mentioned when I first started this video. They care about good schools, they care about safety, okay? And again, it is an economical place to be. All right, and it's also centrally located for people that are gonna work downtown or work at Tinker Air Force Base or the FAA. It is a great place to be. And if you need help moving to the Oklahoma City metro area, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text. If not, I'll see you on the next video.